Hey, have you seen Hellboy?
Nah, I'm not gonna see that.
I wonder who's at the door.
Hey Zach, look who it is.
Why, it's Dan, the landlord.
Hey boys, I know you've been seeing the phone messages and emails I've been leaving you.
Wait. The audience. They're still.
What's happening here?
He thinks it's like a sitcom thing. Just give him a second. He hears like an audience. Yeah, I know, it doesn't make any sense. Zach's kind of an idiot. He's like just a complete moron. But I'm just giving him this minute, like just to. I know it doesn't make any sense.
You're enabling your friend's mental illness, is what it sounds like you're trying to say.
I wouldn't call it mental illness. He's just going through a lot right now, and just
fake voices is kind of a big signifier of that. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a landlord. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about any of that, you guys. The last time I talked to both of you, you said that you had jobs and you were working, and you would have money for rent. So I don't.
Dan. This is our work.
What is work?
Well, why don't we show you?
What is it this time? Really refreshing.
Hi, and welcome to Double Feature, a show where we're no longer missing. We're back.
We're back. If you wonder where we were, we're
But
back.
hey, here we are.
Here we are.
You thought we were missing Link, but we're not.
That's not what you were setting up there.
What?
Never mind.
Missing Link.
Missing Link the movie?
Yeah.
Dan!
What we just saw?
The movie!
This week we saw Missing Link, the new film by Lakia. The production.
Laika.
Today we saw Missing Link, the new film by.
Laika was Andy Kaufman's character in Taxi, but Laika, named after that poor dog they shot into space.
Laika. We're not talking about the new film by Laika, the character from Taxi, who says, "Thank you very much." We're talking about the new film
Should have a studio.
by Laika, the animation studio that makes you remember that stop motion films are not worth the time or money.
No.
Don't even bother, apparently.
No!
But you know what? This might be the last one we ever see.
Oh, God.
That is almost a certainty.
Zach, what do you think of Missing Link?
I thought it was pretty cute.
Okay.
I didn't dislike the movie at all. I thought it was neat. I think maybe the ending was a little bit weird, but
We're not talking about the ending.
I know, but I'm just giving you my initial thoughts. I thought the animation was very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I like that a lot. The story was passable.
Serviceable.
Yeah.
Very serviceable.
So.
And what'd you think, Dan?
I thought it was serviceable. Yeah, I mean, literally the same thing. I the whole film, I felt like I was watching a kid's movie the entire time. It didn't have, like, that Kubo Coraline sort of edge where it's like, oh, this feels like it's definitely for a little bit of them, a little bit for adults.
A little something for daddy.
Yeah, a little something for daddy to nibble on. This is definitely like a kid's movie through and through, full of dumb jokes and whimsy, but it's executed really well. Great backgrounds, great animation. Not as many, heart-pounding set pieces as I tend to hope for in an adventure stop-motion film, but the ones they did do are pretty all right. And story-wise, yeah, it's cute, it's simple, and it has, it's whatever. It's not bad.
I liked it. I would definitely watch this again.
Yes.
Like you said, there's a lot of great set pieces. Not like anything mind blowing, but there are so many different set pieces in this movie. Like I've never seen an animated movie go to so many
places.
Yes, go to so many places, and not only like so many places, but they're all so different. You're in like 1800s London.
You're in Old West.
Pacific Northwest, Old West.
Mexican, Southern California. Nothing like, none of the sets are like gigantic. Like you never see like, something that seems like they took forever to build. But like there's a lot of like storybook kind of moments.
Yeah.
And
Well, seeing the trailers, I thought it was just going to be like, here's this big doofy Sasquatch walking around like
The
Victorian
woods.
London. Or
Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be too, and then that's not the movie at all. It goes in a different direction.
These guys have been doing this animation for a long time, and they definitely know what people want to see. Because I think that like their last films have been, what's the word, like
bad.
No, come on. Like it's such a small scope. Like Kubo's all in a village, Coraline's all in a house.
Yeah, I would say actually I agree and I disagree. In that I felt kind of the opposite. I feel like this movie literally goes around the world almost. I don't know. The movie doesn't really slow down enough to really enjoy one set piece. Like Pacific Northwest could have been, I think, maybe explored a little bit more. I think there's a lot to explore there. I feel like they rush through a lot. When they're in California, it's like, this is beautiful. We never get to see this part of California. And then done. And then we move on. And the movie has to move at that pace. And I kind of wish it didn't. I don't feel like, I don't know. In that way, I guess I like Kubo a little bit more.
Well, Dan, as a landlord, or as I like to call you, the Dan Lord.
I like it. I'm gonna use it.
You're really into animation. As being a landlord, I think you have some experience with animation. Because that joke is...
That's a thing.
That's making sense.
Yeah, that's a thing.
But, what did you think of the animation? Let's get into the animation a little bit.
The animation was good. Like I said, I feel like it had some really good set pieces where it's like, cool, you're playing with space, and my mind's actually trying to understand like how the fuck you actually plan that shot out. That happens like a small handful of times. Otherwise, there's really good, I guess, character animation where like people are, there's good voice acting and like good animation to complement that. But as far as like action goes, like it's kind of just whatever. It's there's some good moments, but like it's average for me. I really have to think about.
There was a single moment in the movie where I thought, that's a really cool. I mean, there's multiple moments where I think it's good animation, and I like the animation a lot. But there's one moment in the movie, and it's not even like a big thing, but the animation of the chairs on the boat, like,
that was good.
They're like sails almost. Whenever like, the wind hits them,
beautiful,
they're moving back and forth. That was great.
Kino.
All of the stuff on the
boat was great.
Also great.
That was the best stuff.
I think
like
that
them running through the hallway and it's like tilting.
The Inception hallway. Yeah, that was awesome.
That was cool as hell.
There's a lot of stuff going on that boat. You know? They get there, it's a beautiful day, it starts raining, the boat's going crazy, the chairs are going back and forth like sails, like you said.
Ship's getting picked up by like the crest of a wave and like it's not falling apart, but like...
There's a scene where two characters are just talking in a room and everything in the room is moving back and forth. Like,
that was a great scene.
Like Daisy's Cruise and Mario Kart Double Dash. But you were saying that the story was pretty simple, and I thought that for what it was, I think the story had to be kind of simple.
Sure.
See, the biggest problem I have with the story is I feel like I would have liked to have seen the sequel more.
Yes.
Because at the end, they kind of set up... I mean, this is kind of a spoiler, but whatever. I don't think anybody's going to see... Nobody's seen this movie.
Nobody's seen this movie.
But and there was
so
only us in the theater. But the movie ends and... the two main characters are like, we should be adventurers together. And I thought, that's a really cool concept.
That should have been the beginning of the movie in a way.
Yeah, exactly. Here's this adventurer going on adventures with a Sasquatch. Mm-hmm. That would have been so much more interesting than like, we have to... It was almost like a prequel story in a lot of ways. It felt like to me.
That's how I felt too.
I think I would have preferred to see, what's after this? Mm-hmm. And they even tease stuff. They're like, maybe we're going to go to Atlantis. Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll do this.
I also thought the same thing. At the very end, they do like kind of tease like, what if we go to Atlantis? And I would love to see just those two
Yeah.
characters interacting
Yeah.
and just living in the world.
Yeah.
Um,
It's weird to get a glimpse of a better movie at the end of the movie you're trying to enjoy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, this actually works really well, but you couldn't have had the ending without setting up the characters. Like, it would have been a weird, like, first half of the movie is getting him there, and then, you know, them teaming up, and it would have been uneven. So
Right.
it's a necessary evil, but, like, yeah.
I think it should have just been like the first 10 minutes is our opening narration of here's how I met my
that would have been
friend
good.
Sasquatch.
Yeah, that would have been really, like, great storytelling. That would have worked great.
Well, I also wanted to talk about the main character is a little bit of an asshole, which
Yeah.
I thought was good.
Refreshing.
It was nice to see how bad of a guy he was. He
Yes.
was like a colonizer, which
Mhm.
was interesting and
Yeah.
something you don't see a whole lot in these kind of movies.
right, especially not from a main character.
Yeah.
No.
There's also at the end of the movie, there's a
Right.
scene where, this is not a big spoiler. I'm not gonna say who's on what end of what, but they're all on the side of like a cliff face, like an ice cliff face,
Uh-huh.
and there is a weird scene where a single man is able to like hold a giant 630-pound
It's been
Sasquatch
established.
man
It's been
Yeah.
established that the Sasquatch...
just on his waist with a rope,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and also hold on one hand single-handedly to an icy cliff face, which is fine. But then what happens is I was I think everybody around us
Audibly.
was surprised. Like we all made a noise at one point.
Yeah.
A character gets impaled like through the chest with a giant falling icicle.
There's no other violence in this movie.
No. People
There's-
shoot at each
there's
other.
guns and they slap each other.
Nobody gets hurt at all in this entire movie except for the end where someone is impaled by an icicle and falls to his death.
And you see it. It's not like, oh, they cut away and you see, like, or, you know, they zoom into his eye and there's a skull in his pupil like they do in
No.
Beauty and the Beast. No. You hear a noise even, I'm pretty sure, and, like, it's very clear. It's very clear it's, like, it's gone and through and exited his body, but is still in there. It's an impalation. Like, it's...
Well, that being said, I would recommend this movie.
How would you stack it up to the other Leica movies?
The other Leica movies.
Yeah.
Do
Do you like this one?
I like from a scale of a Leica to don't Leica. I like this movie.
So good.
If you're a fan of Kubo and Box Trolls and Paranorman, this movie is simpler than those movies.
Have you even seen Box Trolls?
I saw the trailer. I saw all the other ones. I just didn't see Box Trolls. But it's great. I really enjoyed this movie. I'll definitely watch it again. I want to see more behind the scenes stuff because this movie
Yeah.
had a lot of different moving parts.
They show a shot at the end where it's just like all
In the credits, yeah.
Yeah.
In the credits, they show one.
They show the creation of like a single shot. And,
Yeah.
I was like, man, I kind of want to see an entire movie of just this.
You see the shot in the movie and you're like, oh, that's good. And then you watch the breakdown and you're like, holy fuck, wait a minute. That you really have to take a step back and be like, oh, that's what they were doing. Oh my god. Like,
Yeah.
what sycophants do stop motion? Jesus.
So what did you think? Would you recommend this movie?
Yeah, totally. I mean, well, I don't think it's as good as some of the other movies for sure. Like, I think I prefer Paranorman and Coraline and Kubo. Like, I think those are all kind of top tier ones for me. And then this one is kind of like, it's a good, fun kids movie and not my favorite thing in the world. And I'd see it again.
Yeah.
What about you, Dan the Landlord?
Man, look, as a landlord, I have to watch every animated film that comes out,
Uh-huh.
especially stop motion. I would recommend this to someone that likes animation. It's not bad. It really coasts along as like an average film to me, but like average doesn't mean bad. It doesn't mess up anything, like really at all. So like it's not like too dumb to be like enjoyed by adults. I think if you're wanting something to sink your teeth into, there's better stop motion films out there. But like it's still good. It's got good performances, and for what the kind of story it's trying to tell, there isn't really a whole lot to like compare it with, and for that I would recommend it.
Okay, well, just like stop motion animation, this show is done.
So, Dan, what did you think?
So this is how you guys are making your money, talking about movies
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
with no cameras or people.
Oh. I thought you were gonna get cameras.
Well, I'm gonna need $2,000 from each of you within 72 hours, or else you're both evicted. Bye!